afterwards. Hello everyone! My name is Yashiroreaper and welcome to my Kofi art live stream. If you want to check out my art, go check me out on Kofi. My name is Yashiroreaper all over the web. You can find me on YouTube, DeviantArt, Tapastic. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Come follow me, find me. I also write fanfiction, so if you want to check that shit out, I'm on AO3 and fanfiction.net under Yashiroreaper, obviously. And you can follow me in some of my stories and art and shit. So, welcome to the live stream. You are here. We are here. It is time for the art of Erasermic. So we're just gonna jump into this shit. I drew these at work one day. It was fucking slow. My job is like 98% just me fucking around right now because, well, we're a slow kiosk to begin with. And with like Christmas, we are even like before Christmas, we're even slower. So basically, I'm like, I don't know what to do with my shift. And my coworker's just like, we don't care, like, you can draw if you want. And I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna do, like, sketches for, like, Kofi art and things like that at work. So that's where this originated from. I was drawing this at work because I was fucking bored. I love drawing Eraserhead. He's, like, my fave. I wish I had his hobo stash. His hobo everything. I want it. I want his aesthetic. A trash hobo emo man is like what I would love to be. But unfortunately, I have to be a kawaii sounding girl. Lame. For all y'all talking or anyone that's gonna be watching this, I'm actually non-binary. So I don't go by female or male. I'm just like, whatever. I'm an enigma. But I do know that I recognize, like, off the bat, I look like a young girl. It's something I can't help. It doesn't matter what the fuck I wear. I look like a small child. And with that look like a small child, people can easily tell my gender. So basically, I'm just like, oh, whatever. You know my gender. Just get over it. It's one thing I wish I could do more of, but I wish I could look like this man. Which is why I'm growing my hair out long again. But yeah. It's just one of those weird things, I guess. Because as a non-binary person, I always get like weird things. Because people are like, why are you wearing that? And I'm like, because I don't give a shit. They're like, you're such a cute little girl. And I'm like, number one, I'm 23. I'm not little. And two, don't call me a girl. Like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, I hate this shit. Like, my coworkers are like, oh, you're so sweet. Which is so funny, because like, two of my coworkers are younger than me. Like, I'm now the second eldest at the store. Like, even my manager is younger than me. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking do. My manager is younger than me, and I'm just there telling her shit like, back in high school, well. Basically, at this point, she's like, you grew up in, like, the fucking middle of fuck off. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking did, okay? And that means I have stories. None of them good. All of them are pretty shit. But I have stories of shit my classmates tried to do. Like Tokyo drifting around a roundabout and then trying to get my ass involved, and I went, nope, you're on your own, assholes. I'll just come and watch them. I'll just sit in my car and look at the cop and be like, yo, I ain't with them. Like, to the point where, like, the cops back home, if I was standing there watching something, they're like, what the fuck are they doing? And I'm like, oh, this. And they're like, you're not gonna get involved, are you? I'm like, no, I'm just here to watch them be fucking stupid. And they're like, cool. we don't want to have to tell your mother that. I'm like, yeah, you fucking don't. Because I grew up in a small town, so, like, everyone knew my parents. Which, unfortunately, usually meant that they were like, oh, we're gonna have to call your father. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're fucking not. Call my dad, and I will kick his ass, and then yours. Okay, we'll call your mother. Cool. So my mother would come down, and she's like, what? Love the woman to death, but oh my god, she is a mama bear. And everyone in town knew it. Like, they're like, don't fuck with this woman's children. She will fuck you up. I'm like, yay, Mom, do your thing. Scare the people, you 5 foot nothing. Yeah, my mom was, like, real ridiculously short. So I always get a good laugh out of people that are like, your mom's scary. And I'm like, have you seen this tiny little woman? One, my mother was kind of older when she had me. So she always, like, looked older as a mother than, like, most of my friends' parents. Like, most of my friends' parents were, like, if anyone was older, it was the dad. Meanwhile, me, I'm just there, like, oh, yeah, my dad's younger than my mom. They're like, what? I'm like, I know. Yeah, she's older. So not as bad as it must be for my younger sisters because, well, I just look at them and go, like, old man, why the fuck did you continue to have children? What are you talking about? You're old as shit, okay? Stop having kids. And I guess he has, but mostly I think it's because his new wife has finally gone through menopause. So I'm just like, woo, I don't have to deal with any more calls going, oh, you have another sibling, and I'll be there like, oh, fuck hell, okay. Give me their number. I have interesting fucking relationships in my life. Because my dad was an abusive fucking prick. Which is why a lot of the time I'm like, I will fucking kick your ass. Because when I was a teenager, I took no shits. I was just like, you're gonna be a fucking bitch, aren't you? And he's like, what? And I'm like, you're gonna be a fucking bitch. And he's like, you can't call me a bitch. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Come at me? Because one, I know where your bad knee is. And two, I'm stronger than I look, asshole. I was one of those people that, like, had ridiculously, like, I've always been like this. Like, as long as I can remember, I've always been, like, unnaturally strong, I guess, is the best way to put it. Basically, like, when people are going around going, like, oh, yeah, I can barely lift this, and I was just there, like, I accidentally broke that a while ago. How could you pick that up? I don't know, okay? It's just broken, and I know I did it. There's a couple of things in my high school that they tore it down and, like, rebuilt on top of it the year I graduated, which I was glad about because there were so many things I broke in that school that I never told anyone. I was just like, I just looked at the people around me and I was like, we tell no one. And they're like, no one would believe us. And I'm like, thank you. Ah, man. Oh, man. This Erasermic drawing, I just was like, oh, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, so I'm going to draw it. And I got hooked on the Chibi Erasermic because, well, as much as I love to draw them, I know I'm shit at drawing them in, like, full thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just sheepify them. And then I drew it and I was like, oh my god, they look so cute. So I was like, I'm gonna do more. Because that's what happens when I draw something cute. I'm like, I need to draw like this a bajillion times more just to make sure this isn't a fluke. Also, if you guys haven't watched like episode 68 of My Hero Academia, go check it out. Kirishima is my baby boy. My brother's like, which one's your favorite? You just, every week you're just like, this one. And I'm like, because it changes. And I think they're all of my babies. That's just the way I go. That's just how I roll. Look at this. So adorbs. I think this is the one I posted up on Twitter. Either that or I did the one where Dashi's like overworking himself. Because I love these two and they're so cute. And Vigilantes is breaking my soul for them. Like that scene where Aizawa is just like training after Shirokuma. I'm like, my soul, you broke it, you stole it. But at least it wasn't as bad as I expected. Because for a little while I was like, please don't make this asshole a villain. Please don't make him a villain. Because he's too sweet. And I love this pair too much to give them that tragic of a backstory. I didn't want to have to write it in my fanfiction. That's bad. I was just like, please. Please, he has to be good. Why? I don't want to make him an asshole. He's my homie. He's so sweet. And then he was good, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then I was like, oh wait, no, he's dead. No! No, now I have to add angst. I already knew there was going to be some angst, but at least it's the better angst. At least it's not the angst where I'm like, this guy's out there, and he's going to murder them. At least this guy is dead. And he was a good-ass friend, but he's dead. And I'm like, Shirokuma, my boy, you've always been my dreams. You sweet little loud cloud son of a bitch. Also, like, before I ever found out about that character, I was already, like, my OC, which is in one of my fanfictions, like, her thing was always going to be she was obsessed with. Because at that age, I was obsessed with Dragon Ball. So she's obsessed with Dragon Ball. She's like, oh yeah, Nimbus Cloud. And like, she summons Nimbus. And I'm like, yeah. And then I saw Shirokuma and I was like, I'm gonna have to make X. I have to write it as X now. Because they knew a boy that had a cloud quirk. And I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to add angst. And I have been slowly adding angst. But oh my god, yeah, that was kind of sad. I was like, I didn't want to do this. Basically, the whole OC thing is basically, she's... One of the things I used to imagine, because I had a lot of free time as a kid because, well, when you're out of an abusive household, you become very imaginative, okay? So I was very imaginative. And one thing I used to imagine was that I could make anything I imagined come to life. So that's basically the quirk I gave her. Basically, anything she imagines she can bring to life, but if she's not focusing on it for long periods of time, it'll go away. So that's kind of the dirt to it, is that, like, oh, she can make anything, but if she ain't focusing on it, yeah, it's gonna go away. There. I was like, to make everything else but him black. There you are, my little snookums. And now for Hizashi. Hizashi also reminds me of, like, my brother. Well, my sister before she transitioned. Because this was kind of the aesthetic she went for. Just with more facial hair. Like, long ass fucking hair. Fabulous persona. I was like, oh my god, it's my sister if she never decides to transition. Holy shit. That's probably another reason why I kind of connect with them, because Hizashi kind of, because their personalities mixing together kind of remind me of myself. And then I'm like, tired hobo cat man, that reminds me of myself and my best friend. And then this loud happy man, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of myself. But the fashion sense, I could totally see this more as my friend's fashion sense, because she actually has fashion sense and isn't just wearing graphic t-shirts. Literally, like, one time when I was getting my grumpy cat thing that looked kind of like Katzawa, I was like, someone thought I was 16 again, and she's like, that's because you dress like you're 16. I'm like, and I was like, I can't argue with that because it's fucking true. Because that day I was wearing like a graphic t-shirt that was like, I can't adult today, with like a panda. I'm like, yep, yeah, I can't say shit. I totally do. I'm a bit better now that I go to work, because at work I have to wear like business casual. So I'm a bit more of that, but oh my god, I'm still like 98% of the time going around wearing this, like, I feel awesome. Why are you dressed up like a 5-year-old? I don't care! Get in my face! 5-year-old isn't going to T-Turtle, okay? Fuck off. And T-Turtle is like one of my favorite sites. Like, if I ever could become an artist on T-Turtle, that'd be like my highlight of my life. I'd be like, yeah! Every goal I've ever had has been met, because now I'm an artist on T-Turtle. That'd literally be it. I'd be like, yep. Life goals reached. Oh, man. There, that looks better. Let's get back to your glorious fucking blonde-ass hair. That's one thing I'm always jealous about my siblings, because a lot of them have lighter hair colors. Like, my sister and my other sister are blonde. Like, they were born blonde. My sister kind of went more of a brunette later, but it was still like a dirty blonde. And my other sister is like a pure blonde. Like her son, when he was a baby, his hair's gotten a bit darker with age, but when he was a baby, he had snow fucking white hair. Like, it was that blonde. And I was like, I hate you. I hate you. I got stuck with the jet black hair. I hate all of you. You guys get all the nice colored hair, and I'm just there like, ugh. What's your hair color? Jet black. And it does lighten out. Like, it kind of goes like a dark browny red every once in a while in summer, but my hair's jet black, and I hate it. My friends are like, it's such a good color. I'm like, I hate you. Because one of my friends, she's my best friend, she's native. And you're thinking, oh, native person, yeah, she must have like jet black. No, she has brown. She has a deeper brown, and I hate it. I'm like, ugh. You don't know how much I kill for having a lighter hair color than I do right now. She's like, your hair color's not that dark. Okay, yeah, it is. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate that people can have lighter hair colors and I don't. It sucks. Because a lighter hair color, you can do a lot more with it. Like, you can get it dyed fairly easy and things like that. And that's why I'm mostly jealous. Because I'm like, do you know how much they have to bleach my hair to get a color in? And you don't even have to try. It makes me legit angry. Oh, good. Not gonna have many viewers this time, but I have wanted to work on this art anyway, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. These are going up onto Kofi because they're cute. Well, that's one thing. I will never be like, when people are like, describe like your artist style, I'm like, if I would have to go with anything, I'd say I'm more of a cartoonist because I like drawing like cartoony things, but if you ask me to draw realism, I'm gonna look at you and be like, no. Sorry, but no, I don't do realism. That's just not a fucking thing for me. I hate it, and I don't like drawing it. So basically, I drew cartooning. Like my best friend, she can do realistic, and that's why she became a tattoo artist, which I'm always jealous about. I'm like, She's like, well, if you want to work on your art, I'm like, no. I know what kind of level you have to be at for a tattoo artist, and I'm like, I am not at that fucking level. But I am at a cartooning level, so that's why I kind of work on like cute little art things like this, stuff for t-shirts, stuff for merch, stuff for other streamers. Like, that's one thing I'm trying to market myself as, is like an artist for YouTubers. Like, if you need channel art, come to me. You have to pay me, but I'll do channel art. I'll do thumbnails. That's kind of my big area. People are always like, but how do you know how to do thumbnails? And like, because I've drawn my own thumbnails for years. Ever since I started doing YouTube, I've drawn every single one of my thumbnails. I have never, like, except for a few that I've just been like, put the title over top in an image, I've always drawn them. Like, I've never just put something dumb and not tried to do something for a thumbnail. So I've done thumbnails for a while. So I'm like, okay, that's like one thing I know I can do, is I can do thumbnails. I can do thumbnails, I can do channel art. As long as people give me my proper dimensions, I'm good. But I'm kind of abandoning YouTube because it's just becoming a place where I'm like, okay, I need to get the fuck off of YouTube before this platform crashes and burns and tries to take everyone down with it. Oh wait, I forgot to draw your scar. There, the scar is back. Don't worry, guys. I did it. Yeah, I think I'm drawing him with the ugliest sweatpants, but I adore them. I want these sweatpants, to be quite honest. Because my favorite color is actually pink. And that weirds people out. They're like, you're like 98% like not girly, but you love pink. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I like pink. It's my favorite color. I'm also like a big crusher for like cute things. Like kawaii is my genre. Like if I could look like a kawaii Japanese girl, I would, but none of that shit would even fit me. Like that's actually something I've been looking into when I get money again, is changing up my wardrobe to be more kawaii. But I'm just like, for now, just go with this. Also, like, coloring has never been my forte. That's one thing I've been trying to work on, is work on, like, actually being able to color. One of those things I gotta work on. Because color has never been, like, something I did, because for the longest time, like, when I did traditional art, I never colored anything. I always just did black and white. So when I actually started doing color with digital, I didn't know what I was doing. I need to do like more experimentation right now with like art, but I get so lazy. Because I get used to doing something a certain way that I forget to experiment. Like I do have a few experimental pieces, like I have this unicorn ball toy thing somewhere around here. And I used that for a lot of art inspiration for a while, so I did coloring tests with that. Like I did no lines, I did with lines, I did that kind of thing. But I'm just the worst when it comes to actually testing this shit out for myself. I also need to learn how to draw shoes better, but that'll be something I'll work on over time. For right now, I'm happy with how I cartoony draw them. I get the point across. I'm gonna draw this one with like heterochromia eyes, so. Because in the manga and in the anime, he has two different eye colors. Like, he's got one that's red, and the other one is supposed to be green. So I was like, I'm gonna draw that this time. I think I prefer him with the green eyes, but the red is kind of cool too. Because Ayazawa is a lazy ass bastard, he doesn't get any tan. She fits with me because I don't ever get a fucking tan. I get red, that's what happens to me. I don't get tan, I get red. There he is. There's my sad hobo man. And then Yamada gets an actual skin tone that isn't like pure sadness. Oh man. Yeah, this is how preschooler I am with coloring. All I basically do is put a base color and then I shade, and that's it. And I don't even shade like the way most would shade. I do my own shading. I do it in my own way. Even worse at doing backgrounds. There is my Chibi Erasermic. They are fabulous. If you're wondering why, I had to rotate these all 90 degrees because I don't know what it is with my computer or my phone or this program, but when I rotate and take a photo on my phone and then put it onto my computer, it rotates. And I can't control the way it rotates, and I can't find a program right now that lets me rotate it so that it's actually rotated in this as well. So basically what I do is I draw it, and then afterwards I put in the rotation. This one's cute. I don't think we've had anyone join for the last, like... Oh no, it's been a good hour. But, hey. That's like 98% of the fun in a stream is just being yourself. People are probably like, oh, why would you stream if no one's watching? Because I'm recording it. So I'm gonna post it on here and then on YouTube. That's delicious tea. I'm one of those weird people that enjoy drinking tea. So me, I love tea. Tea is like one of my favorite things in the world. Like if I could just drink tea 24/7, I would. That's a bit better. There. There's my little computer. There. Dear my boys, my beautiful boys. There he is. Oh yeah, like I almost always draw Mike deaf because I'm convinced there is no way that his quirk hasn't damaged his hearing. I know it's not like in the manga or anything or in the anime, but it's headcanon, okay? And I like to believe he's deaf. Like, not fully deaf, like it's not like he can't hear anything, but it's like he's very hard of hearing. So without that, like, if someone's speaking, he would never be able to understand them. Also, I like to picture that Mike, like, when he's at home, like, likes to wear stuff that covers up his neck. Because I can imagine having your quirk being a voice quirk, that it would actually make you kind of a little bit more paranoid about your neck. So he likes to, like, when he's at home and relaxing, he likes to wear stuff that covers his neck. I like to imagine that these two workaholics, whenever one of them has to like work ridiculously late or gets too like caught up in their work, they're just there like, okay, you need to either chill out or here, I brought food and coffee, please. There he is. There's my precious boy. This one I think I'll just stick with him having green eyes. There he is. Like this, I want it to be kind of like a charm design. There's something just cute about having that as a charm design. I don't know. There he is. My adorable little Mike. My adorable little Razorhead. They're so cute. They belong together. Anyone who doesn't agree these two, like, at the very least have to be the bestest of best friends. Like, you don't understand. Like, they are fucking close. Like, one of my favorite things that really got me into them was, like, their commentary during the sports festival, which is weird, but, like, Aizawa could predict Mike's wild ass movements and dodge out of the way, and I was like, yeah, that's a true friend. When you're that good of friends, where you're just like, yeah, I know this person talks with their hands, and yep. Just the quickness of just like, this is just what happens whenever they get really excited and talk. And I love that. I love small details that show you people know each other very well. things like me and my friend do. Like for a long time, especially when we were teenagers, we used to call each other swear words all the time. We'd be like, "Hey, bitch, you're my main bitch." We don't care. We say horrible things to each other, but we know at the heart we don't mean it. We're just like, "Hey, asshole, what?" And we appreciate that. But now, like, I think our biggest thing is that she's like, I don't know what happened to you. You just stopped swearing every third word. And I'm like, yeah, until I hang out with you for 10 minutes and then it comes back. She's like, why? And I'm like, because at work, my coworkers are all like, you shouldn't swear. She's like, oh yeah, I don't get that. Because, well, she does work at a cafe, but most of the time she can swear, like, however the fuck she wants because, well, that's just what happens. Like, she just works with people that don't give a shit if she's swearing up like a trucker. I'm like, yeah, I have to watch what I'm saying, because I'm in a mall with a bunch of old ladies, okay? I do say shit a lot, but one of my new habits I do now is when I'm about to swear, I just don't enunciate it, so I'm like, and that's it. I censor myself in the weirdest ways because I know I'm a fucking swear, so I'm like, okay, I need to not swear at work. I got an idea. Anytime I want to swear, I'll just go, mm. And my friend's like, that's not gonna fucking work. And then it did. And she's like, the fact that you made that work is more surprising than you can actually force yourself to stop midway through a word and not enunciate it. I'm like, yeah. It takes skill and dedication. People are like, you shouldn't have to censor yourself at work. I'm like, yeah, but that's just the way things work. But there are times at work where I just give up. I'm like, I'm not even going to try to cover up my swear. I'm like, that was bullshit. My coworkers are like, sure. I'm like, what? No one's here. No one's here, I'm allowed to swear, okay? I also still don't know what the fuck was going on there, like at work, oh my god. How's that Chicky Poo not show up a couple times? Ugh. Oh well, I might get more hours out of this. I'm just like, at the same time, I'm looking at my manager going, oh my god, she just got hired, like, she's new, she's green as all hell. And they're like putting her in charge of a store that's had three employees? Yeah, 3 employees leaving like the last couple of months. Like it all started like one of my coworkers. She moved, so she was gone. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Bye. And then just slowly but surely, like all the rest of my coworkers just been disappearing. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Why is everyone leaving? And then I'm leaving. After Christmas, like, I looked at my boss and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do these hours after Christmas. Like, Christmas, you guys are going to be fine. I'll stick around for Christmas. Trust me, I'm that kind of person. But after Christmas, I'm sorry, I'm gone. I need hours. And she's like, oh, no, fair enough. And I was like, yep. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm not going to abandon you. Like, I'm not going to be that asshole, okay? Because the old manager literally just walked out. She was like, you're going to convince me to stay. So I just walked out and I'm like, did you fuck? I don't think I've ever had the balls to do anything like that. This is fucking Kofi. I'm trying to cover up as many of my bases as I can with my coloring. Oh my god. I can assume we're muted colors at home. If you're wondering why the green turtleneck, I just think Mike looks good in green, especially with his nice green eyes. No, that wasn't my friend. I was like, don't tell me my mother is calling me. Because she did that last stream, and it was awkward. It's very awkward to have to answer your mother's phone calls on stream. It's like, ah. And people are like, you don't need to answer her phone call on I do, okay? Last time I missed her phone call because I went to bed, she nearly called the cops. Actually, she did call the cops, but then she realized she didn't know where I lived. So the cops couldn't do anything. I'm like, oh my god, Mom, breathe. I went to bed. Like, I fell asleep, but I'm not dead, I swear. Love her to death, but oh my god, she cannot handle having a child, like, that's far away from her. She's just like, what do I do? I'm like, Mom, breathe. I can handle myself. She said, no, you can't, you're a baby. I'm like, oh my god, Mom. I'm not a baby. Because in my mother's eyes, I will always be her baby girl, because I'm her youngest. And then I look at her and I'm like, Mom, I'm an older sister. And she's like, not to me, you're not. And I'm like, oh my god, Mom, please. Please, Mom. I have responsibilities. I know how to take care of myself. I moved out and lived on my own since I was like 18. I can handle myself. She still doesn't believe that, but I'm like, okay, Mom, just breathe. Mother, breathe. I swear to God, I'm not gonna die. It doesn't help that I've always been in kind of poor health, mentally and physically, so she's kind of like always been that way with me, because she's like, if I don't do something, like, she could die. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not gonna die, trust me. I've been sick, but I'm not that sick. I'm not gonna die sick. I've just always been sickly. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be hell when I get older. And it has been. It's got better, I guess, since she has my nephew to kind of fuss over, but I'm like, whenever my nephew's not there to be fussed over, she just goes nuts, and I'm like, oh my god. Basically, when my nephew turned 15 and started getting his own job, I'm like, I hate to do this, but you're a sacrificial lamb. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm sacrificing you to nanny. Good luck. He's like, you. And I'm like, what? I've dealt with this for 23 years. Now it's your turn. Have fun. He's like, I hate you, Auntie. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But I'm getting out of here bailing. Bye. Sorry. You're still a child. You could use it. I'm an adult. And I'm getting sick of having to call your mother and be like, calm mother down, please, for the love of God. She's going crazy again. My mom's just like, oh my God. I love her to death, but I forgot it. There are certain times where I'm just like, mother, breathe. Mother, you need to relax. Nothing bad's going to happen. Because she has thoroughly convinced herself that something bad's going to happen to me. Holy shit, it's her. Okay, I'm going to turn off the mic for a bit. So, I'll be back, okay? So, intermission. Mic.
has come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
I'm back. Speak of the devil and they shall arrive, right? I start talking about my mom and then she calls me. Although, I really should expect that because she calls me like every day. Love her to death, but oh my god, she needs to call me less. There are times where I'm just like, oh my god, women, don't call me. Or like she'll call me when I'm out with my friends, and my friends are like, well, my best friend, she's just like, tell her we're doing drugs. I'm like, oh my god. You're part of the reason she's like this. She's like, shut up. I'm not. She was like this before I met you. And I'm like, true. True, she was always like this. There. There they are. They're so cute. They're my boys. They're so cute. I ain't even gonna... Should I bother shading it? I think I'll shade it. There. There. There they are. They're my boys. They're so cute. Ugh. Wait. How did I forget to... Okay. Good thing that's a quick enough fix. Boom. There they are. They're my cuties. They're so beautiful. And then I'll do a version of this where I've been streaming for an hour and a half. And I haven't had any viewers. Oh my god, guys. I wish you were around so I could nag you. Well, I got the 2 drawings I wanted done. Give me 1 second, guys. Satan tweeted. Thank you, Satan. Why are so many people on Twitter? What should I do? Let's just open new. Wait, now. I have to do a thumbnail anyway, so I might as well draw it while I'm here. Ah, there. So beautiful. I don't have the best handwriting, but I don't care at this point. I'm never going to improve it. So... lot of people ask me like why I draw so prominent freckles on myself. I actually am very freckly. I have very red skin, so it's kind of harder to tell. But if you like see my vlogs and stuff, you'll be able to see better. I'm actually very freckled. So I always draw myself with freckles. I like my freckles. I like being freckly. People are like, ugh, freckles are weird. I'm like, freckles are awesome. Freckles are like the cutest human thing that could ever exist, is freckles. I find them adorable. I will always find them adorable. Especially in little babies. Oh, little babies with freckles is the cutest. And that's my voice I do when I find something really cute. Like, I do that to my cat all the time. I'll be like, oh my god, you're so cute, kitty. The kit's just like, what the hell? Human, why do you do this voice? And I'm like, I don't know. This is my you're so cute voice. It's better than what I used to do, which was, oh my god, you're adorable. Ah! Oh man. Look at this sweet little angel that I'm drawing. I always end up drawing myself super cutesy. For someone who hates to be mistaken as young, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with looking cute, but it's something that's inside of me and I can never get rid of it. Also, I know a lot of people are so confused when I draw my eye color because it's not the eye color people expect. Like, if people look at me, they think I have blue eyes. I don't. I have bluey green gray. You know what? I'm gonna do this because I would love to have a pink headset. Because I do have pink headphones for like when I go outside, but my recording ones are this color. But to be fair, my sister bought them for me a few years ago. And I refuse to buy a new pair because I'm like, these work fine. So I shouldn't go out and buy a new pair even if I want them to be pink. But as soon as he's like, oh my god, you're gonna see me, I'm gonna be going around like with the most flamboyant headphones ever. Like, I'll get the ones with the cat ears that glow up and everything. I don't care. I don't care if I look like every white girl YouTuber. I don't care. I have an addiction, and it's called watching. It's called Pink and Cats. I mean, if you guys don't believe me, I'll show you like in a second. Okay, give me a second. Let me introduce you to... Oh, gotta see this in the camera so I can actually see if you guys are seeing this. Okay. This is one of my cats I have on my desk. He's like a little squishy. I got him in like kawaii box. Actually, all these guys I got in kawaii box. And then I got my little Sakura kitty. He's got a mochi kitty or something, but I just call him my Sakura kitty because he's super cute. It's filled with beans. And then I got my one Tsum Tsum, which is a Sakura My Melody, and I adore her. That's not even all that's on my desk. Like, I got Batman, the Batmobile, I got Spider-Man, I got a little Christmas Miku, I've got my own little Sailor Moon, I've got Trunks, and then I've got a Deadpool head filled with candy. I'm not kidding. I got it like when I went to go see Deadpool 2, and if you got your popcorn, you get this Deadpool head to put your popcorn in. I've held nothing popcorn related in it. I've held Skittles. I'm not kidding. I used to have them full of Skittles, just full of Skittles. And then I put my change for my laundry in there. And now he's filled with Pop Rocks and suckers. Because I'm that weird of a human being. So now he's Pop Rocks and suckers. And he's adorable. Also, I got like some Christmas decorations because I had to sell my Christmas tree. Because my Christmas tree, it was so hard. Well, actually, it was more like I didn't have room for it. Like, I would have still used it if I had room, but I don't have room for my little 5-foot Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So instead, I'll show you, like, when I leave, right before I end this video, I'll show you, like, the 2 Christmassy things I got. And I regret buying them already because I was like, oh, they're going to light up. That's going to be so cute. It's going to be nice. It's going to be... they're too bright. Quite literally, they are too fucking bright. So I can almost not use them. And they're also slightly seizure-inducing. And I don't have epilepsy, but I had a friend that had epilepsy. So when I see flashing lights, I immediately think someone's going to drop. Like, if it's outside of an ambulance, I'm like, someone's going to drop, someone's going to drop, someone's going to drop. And because I'm thinking that, it drives up my anxiety. So I just don't turn them on. I'm like, I bought these, but I don't ever turn them on because I hate them. Like, I think if I painted them a certain color, they wouldn't be as bad, but as they are right now, they are... There, look at me, I'm so pale. I'm a pasty white girl. I'm doing better with helping my mother understand that my sister's transitioning. Because God bless my mother's heart. And I only say this about my mother because, well, she was actually grew up religious. So it actually kind of fits for her. For me, I'm just like, hey God, I'm picking a fight. Like, you suck. But no, like, my mother, God bless her heart, has the worst trouble right now with my sister. So is my other sister, but I think that's mostly because she just thinks it's a phase, and as much as I want to tell her that she could possibly be right, she has to kind of adjust and be like, okay, until I know it's not a phase anymore, like, she actually has to call my sister girl with pronouns, but right now she's like, This is a phase, so I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. It'll probably go away in a week, and I'm like, oh my god. Not helping, sis. And I get it. Like, my big sister that is transitioning, she's very indecisive, so everyone in the family is pretty convinced that this is just a phase thing, and I'm like, sure, whatever. But at the same time, even if it's a phase thingy, you have to respect it. I don't honestly think it is, but I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. A lot of the family doesn't get it, and I'm like, well, I'm technically considered transgender because I'm non-binary. I don't really get that. I don't really follow into that because I get weirded out by that. I'm like, non-binary people don't have to be transy, but okay, whatever. At least I don't deem myself trans-like, because I don't go through the same struggles a lot of trans people do, so I don't want to even bother to claim that I'm in the same boat as them. But, yeah, that's just one of those things. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how to help her, because with my whole transition thing, my biggest thing has just basically been, like, what's the best way to put it? It's for myself, but I don't really give a shit if people don't see me as non-binary. I'm like, whatever, fuck, whatever, I don't care. Like, for the first little while, I used the non-binary just to describe that I don't give a shit what people call me. Call me man, call me girl, I don't give a shit. Yeah. There. There's a good thumbnail. So, Babushka, I made a thumbnail. That's probably going to be the end of my stream. JPEG. Kofi. Stream. Now. Chibi. Erasermic. Yeah. Yeah. Kofi. Stream. Let's see what. Yeah, I think I'll actually end the stream here. It's almost been 2 hours. I've gotten some stuff done, so I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel and on Twitch for you guys to check out as you wish. And don't forget to check out my Twitch and follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I'm actually posting or going to be streaming, because that's kind of where I announce them. Also, if you've noticed on my Twitter, I haven't been announcing my YouTube videos, and that's because I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm at that point where I'm just like, YouTube's dead. I'm literally just finishing up a few series that I started, and then I'm done. That's it. I'm like, I'm out bouncing. Bye. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully you'll check me out for another stream, whether it's art, whether it's gaming. Come check me out. I love you guys so very much. Don't forget to check out my YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram. You can check out my Patreon and my Kofi. So I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in another stream. Bye.